Welcome back, everybody, to the Speakeasy podcast. As always, my name is Victor. This is Joey.
Yep. Still Joey. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, pretty good.
First of all, Cheerios, my good sirs.
Oh, cheers. What we having?
I have a nice gin tonic because it's hot as balls.
And it is hot as a motherfucker.
It's nice to have something to cool down on.
I still got my nice Yamazaki.
Yes.
Yamazaki. Yep. Single malt. Beautiful.
Very nice. Just quickly, I have a fan in the background. So if you hear anything, Joey has a fan on. It's hot as balls.
It is. Yeah, we're sweating ball sacks.
We have tried to eliminate all sound, but if the fan kicks in at some point, don't be too annoyed.
Yep.
Now, with that, Mr. Joey, we of course move into the album of the week.
Yes, sir. Shall I give a quick introduction?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, I wrote something down for this. Yeah, you ready?
In a world where
we're gonna be listening to Today we're gonna be listening to Dirty Sprite 2 by Lean Sippin' Extraordinaire, fucking bitches in Gucci flip flops advocate, stay toxic king himself, Mr. Future.
Yes. Once again, we venture into, for me, somewhat unknown. Yes. I mean, obviously everybody knows Future. Yes. But as a whole listen, this was a first. Maybe what it be.
Yep.
Now then, this is obviously album from 2015, I believe.
No, it's a while ago. It's eight years ago.
Yes, exactly. It feels like it's younger for me. I guess it's because it keeps popping up wherever we go.
True.
It's a classic in that regard. Now, before, I don't imagine this was like a first listen for you.
Fuck no.
No.
I mean, some of the songs I hadn't heard because I hadn't listened to the full album, but I think
that makes sense.
Bar maybe 4 or 5 songs, mainly from the deluxe. Other than Fuck Up Some Commas, I haven't heard any of the deluxe really.
Oh, okay.
But the rest I yes. Yeah. Trap is in my wheelhouse. So
yes. Now, for me, obviously, I've listened to Future. He is very, very influential, and he's had quite a lot of albums.
Yep.
So, this album and in full was a first listen, but obviously a few of the tracks I've listened to, like I said. So, with that, we move into it. We start out with Thought It Was a Drought.
Thought It Was a Drought. Now, I think before we start, we should mention who produced the main part of the album.
Yeah,
like not the deluxe part, but
90%.
But the main part.
Yeah,
is Mr. Metro Boomin.
Yes,
obviously legendary producer. Now, probably you could consider a legendary producer at this point. I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been involved in the trap, especially in the trap with 21 Savage.
And also, this was his first big project, I think. So. Makes sense.
Cool. Yeah. But goddamn, it starts off with a banger.
It does.
What a fucking banger. I mean, it's so funny how it just opens up with just him pouring himself a nice cup of lean.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Which is funny. As well as starting off an album with "I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci."
Yeah, that's a legendary line, right? Like that's a legendary line. It was the first thing I wrote down. Was obviously everybody knows this line, and it still makes. What's funny to me is the way he delivers the intonation, like the deliverance in some Gucci flip flops or some shit like that. It sounds really funny, and also what a way to flex on people. Gucci flip flops.
But do you know who this line is referring to or like aimed towards?
No,
you haven't heard the story.
I get maybe it doesn't ring a bell. It hasn't stuck with me.
So
I guess.
Obviously, legendary Bulls run Scottie Pippen.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that Larsa Pippen? Is that his wife? Is that his?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So apparently, what happened was Future fucked Scottie Pippen's wife in Gucci flip flops because he didn't want to take a picture with him as a kid.
Really?
Which is the most Future thing you can imagine.
That's some petty shit.
That's fucking funny.
But also funny, yes. I mean, to be honest, if you're Future, I don't think you give a lot of fucks about anything, so I'm not surprised in that sense. Other than that, it's literally just about him doing drugs, sipping lean. That's about it.
Yep.
Now, do you know what the drought?
So much good.
I had to listen. I had to like Google that.
Yes, I knew what the drought was. The cough syrup got taken off of the market.
Yes, apparently the brand that made it, Actavis, or however you say it, they pulled the product, codeine, the cough syrup, and so everybody thought,
fair enough.
Shit, we're about to run out, and then he's flexing.
Not Future.
Nah, man,
Future got the plug.
Got that long dough doing. So.
Yep. I mean, he's drinking so much of it, he's pissing it at this point. So.
Yes, I wrote down that's a weird line, and I imagine that it's a true line. I don't think that's the stuff you make
doubt
up.
it.
Like,
I don't doubt it for 1 second.
But it does put certain pictures into your mind. Like, how do you know? Is it the color? Is it the smell?
It's probably purple.
I guess, purple. Or it's the smell. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. I have not tried lean yet.
No.
Nor will I probably ever do it.
I don't really see a point.
No.
No, I actually like this track overall. I don't think it's there's a lot of memes about the flip flops, like that line.
It's so funny. It's
but
so fucking funny.
The production is pretty good. Like Metro is definitely doing
Metro don't miss
cool stuff. No, exactly. Yeah.
Metro don't miss. Yep. Next up though, I serve the bass. Good God. That's abrasive.
I love that track. That is a fucking baller of a track. My God,
banger.
First off, that from going, if you asked me, I wouldn't put this as a Metro beat, and I like that a lot because it's not what Metro does like normally, right? It's not his wheelhouse, but what a fucking beat! High pitched, distorted, like gritty, but also intensely brutal, like very savage beat.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
But that came out of nowhere because the first beat is so melodic and more like how you would imagine a trap beat from Metro going, and this is not at all what the. But yeah, I like it.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Once again,
I mean, I didn't. I don't get the line. Like, they try to make me go pop, but they turn me into a monster. Like, when did Future want to go pop or try to go pop? I don't know.
I think from what because I didn't understand it either, and. The Genius connotation said it was about his label. So I guess they tried to put him mainstream and try to clean him up. Right. Like probably not make as many references to lean and whatnot. I guess that's it.
And then he brings out this album.
I know. But if you guys know any other way we could interpret this line, put it below.
Yeah.
Obviously, as always, we would like to have your input on what this line means. For sure. But yeah, I like this track a lot. It's very hype, very high energy.
Yeah.
So
it's very, very grimy. It's like Jesus, it's in your face. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. There was one thing I wrote down. It now makes totally sense of Future is as a person, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Since he was baptized an activist, so it makes a lot of sense. He was like this from birth.
It just seems like his lifestyle is. Exactly what you'd expect, right, from that guy.
I don't feel like which, to be honest, like brings its own. I wouldn't say charm with it, but like it's
easy to distinguish him. I guess
it strengthens his music in a way.
Yeah,
because like he is literally what he's about.
Yes,
like you see a 6ix9ine or whatever the fuck, you know, you know what I mean. But Future's in the trap, you know. He's out there. I think actually
it's almost like you see Drake trying to, and he's obviously featured in this album, but he doesn't have the same authenticity, right? He's a very good-looking guy from Canada, came up from a TV show, Degrassi, and obviously that doesn't feel as authentic. Where when you listen to Future, you don't doubt that he's lived the stuff. It's in his blood.
Talking about
So
true.
That brings us to where you're at.
With Mr.
3?
Drake.
With Mr. Drake, the only feature on the track list.
Yeah. True.
And apparently, he wasn't even supposed to be on there, Drake. But Future made an exception because the title refers to a Drake line. Apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it makes sense.
Okay.
And I like it a lot, actually. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a great song. I mean, yeah, I feel like all of the songs, bar like one near the end that don't really say anything else than all of his other songs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Drake and Future are both just calling out fake friends. It's what I gain from it. It's just
and that's exactly why Drake is in there, because Drake had the old saying, "No new friends." And that's why Drake is on there, right? Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's just about keeping your day ones there. Don't get mixed up with the wrong people that want to take advantage of you. Obviously, when you're at Future's level, fame-wise, people are going to try and take advantage and use you for clout and for money and whatnot. So check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Ain't that true?
I will say, though, it's one of the better Drake features.
I agree. I agree.
It feels he feels hungry here, considering where he's at now and where we.
Drake hasn't been hungry in years.
No, exactly. No, living too fat.
True.
Then along comes Groupies.
Groupies, yes sir.
Pretty self-explanatory.
808s, man.
Yeah, yes.
Good lord.
But it's,
I like this chorus a lot, actually. I like how it's almost growling.
I like the chorus a lot. I like everything except the beat on this one, weirdly enough. It's not that it's badly produced, and I think it's very 50-50. Either you really like it, or it's kind of grating for you. And for me, it kind of fits in the it's too much kind of thing. Not as nice. I wrote not as nice to my ears as the other beats so far.
Yeah, I could get that.
But it's. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not. I wouldn't put it on, but I don't go like, turn it off. My ears like bleeding. It's just not. It doesn't hit the same way for me. And also, I feel like the like subject of the whole song.
He will just fuck your bitch. He will fuck your bitch.
Exactly. And near the end, it gets kind of okay. You said it about 4,000 different ways now. We get it. Future, you make you get what you need. All good. Good for you.
No.
But yeah.
Nope. True.
Next track is very interesting for me. Lil One.
Ooh. How come?
Because the subject is very sincere. It feels like it's more. A lot of this album is about him bragging, sipping lean.
Yes.
I have all the money and all that stuff. Whereas in this track, we get a more in-depth view of what he came up on, and the fact that he has paid off, or in this case, brags that he's still paying off underage minors to do his dirty work.
Dirty work.
It's very interesting. Not nice and not something you should do at home if you're like watching this at home going, oh, that's a good way to get rid of it.
Wait, actually, hold up. Wait a minute. That's good to get out of my responsibilities.
Exactly. But it puts a nice spin on it, and it makes it sound more real. It's a more realistic view of where it came from. And then that it's not just all good. It's,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
What do you think about the beat on this one?
The ad lib gets annoyingly a bit.
Yes.
Like it started off being annoyingly funny.
Yes.
But then it just became annoying at one point.
Yes, I agree. I agree completely. And that's really sad because like I said, I enjoyed the theme of the track and how he portrays it, and but in the end I was like, I don't want to listen to this one more time. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good.
True.
Then we move on to Stick Talk.
Banger.
Yes.
I think this was the first Future song I've ever listened to.
Oh,
Stick
really?
Talk.
Interesting.
Yeah, it might actually be. I just remember it coming up at one point. I'm like, damn, this is sick. I mean, I like the electric guitar melody in the background. Like, it's not too noticeable because obviously the bass just fucking smacks you in the face constantly in this album. But like, there's an electric guitar melody in the background, which I like. It just goes hard, man. It's in your face.
Yes.
He does put thumbs in butts, which is funny.
Yes, I noticed that as well.
I just put my thumb in her butt.
Yeah, exactly. You do you, man. You do you. Whatever floats your boat. Yes, I wrote down it's a nicer beat, and it's also I wrote down this might be the most stereotypical Future trap song ever. Right? It's literally the exact recipe for what he does. A nice beat.
Yes.
Metro does his thing. He flows nicely over it. And it's a subject that he like talks about a lot. It's like he has to do to protect himself. He has a lot of money, but he still has to cut all that stuff. So it works really well, but it's not as memorable as some of the other tracks, I feel.
No, for me it is, but I could get that. I could get it. Yep.
Yes. Then we move on to Freako,
which apparently is an ode to Master P.
Yes,
like an homage.
I read that. Yes, I don't know how, but I read that as well.
Yeah. But he got a lot of them hoes. He's just fucking them.
It's that's literally it. It's like Groupies Part 2, pretty much.
Yeah. It's you know what's funny, and like it's just this review is just reinforcing that belief to me. It's just so funny how you can go from like a Good Kid, Mad City or a Taboo with a very clear, beautiful story attached to it, some nice deeper meanings, and then like we have an hour-long conversation just about the ins and outs of the song and how like there's hidden meanings, and this is just he fucked your bitch.
Yes,
next.
Exactly. Here, Future talks about how easy it is for him to get laid. Next, and then you can go.
Yep. In this song, Future sips lean, fucks bitches in Gucci flip flops. Next.
Yes, exactly.
it's just it, but not that it's bad. Like it's not. It's just a different type. It is true. We are kind of. I mean, reviewing a different type of genre.
Yes, and we definitely prefer from our ratings the more conscious style rapping. But this fits a completely different niche, and I understand why it's successful.
Yes.
And I also understand why Future makes this type of music, because obviously that's what he is grown up with and all that stuff. So that I completely get it. But it leaves less to talk about. You're completely right, because it's not. There's no intricate bars. There's no. Like look at the rhyme scheme here or the way he delivers. It's more like okay, another Metro beat and another.
It's just like but I feel like as well as this music isn't really meant to do that. I feel like this is being like put on at a like a party. I wouldn't say a party, but like a drug-fueled like party.
This is exactly the music to put in the background or something, right? When you're cruising in the car, you're out, you're sitting around the house. This is
literally music to just vibe to.
Yeah,
and not like a chill kind of vibe. Nah, this is like you put this on to go fucking nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That went on a tangent, but yes.
No, but I feel like that's very true, and like we're halfway through what is the original album. Like this is literally the halfway track, and from here on, it is gets kind of repetitive in some sense, because there is the same type beats, and it is you need to really love this style of music for it to have a lasting effect, I feel. Now,
but I also feel what I do feel like exactly is, and that's the thought I had when I listened to this album for the last time today. Is that I can fully understand how people would not listen to this whole album back to back to back.
Yes, same.
It's a banger if you get like 3 or 4 songs.
Yep.
And then go away from it. That's perfect. This fucking classic, insane. But like if you just really listen to the songs, you just go back to back to back to back. It's just like, okay, well, it's a banger, but I've heard this like 18 times now already, you know.
But I also feel like it's this type of music is perfect for breaking up a playlist where you don't put a full Kendrick album on or like 10 Kendrick songs and just listen to that back to back to back to back. No, you take out the few ones that you like a lot. You listen to the album once or twice to like understand what Kendrick is trying to do, but then when you put it on a playlist, it's perfect to put fuck up some commas or a stick tog or whatever. You put it in between to break it up, right? So it has its place, but I agree with you. At some point you go, here we go again.
All right.
With that, we move on to 8. Rotation.
This beat is dope, though.
Yeah.
This beat is fucking dope. I love this beat. There's one line that I put and I didn't get. It's like he bought all the sodas at the gas station. Like what? Does he like for I guess to mix the lean with?
I would imagine so.
I guess
that was lost on me as well. I thought it was. At first, I was like, "Is he trolling other people?"
It was so out of place in the chorus as well. Exactly, it was like it doesn't make any sense.
I was like, "Is he trolling?" So then, when people come in, they can't have a soda. Is that the point? Like flexing by buying it? I don't understand. I like this. This is the point where I wrote down like the beat is still nice, but because it's so similar to the other beats, it gets kind of repetitive, and it doesn't get the love that it deserves. Like it gets harder to listen to.
But that's the funny thing. Like I split it up today. Like I did 8 songs and then 10 songs or something.
Makes sense. Yeah,
way better.
Yeah,
sounded way better to me because like I was like the first 8 songs I was at work, and like obviously you're trying to focus on something else, so like it's in the background, so it's like all right, but then like at some point it's like and then I put it on at home, and I think I started actually at rotation, and I was like, Jesus, this goes so hard, like way better than what I felt like it was like a day ago. Because I just had to listen to 7 songs in a row like this.
I had the exact same way, because the very first listen I was in the car and we were driving somewhere, and then it's like every song fits. It's very nice to listen to on a car stereo. The bass hits, of course. Beats are good. Beats are fire, right? And then I come and I sit down for the second listen, and then I go, okay, at this point it's enough. Like intensely listening to this is enough at this point. So yes, that makes complete sense. Now I do like this track though. Actually, listening back to it,
I love rotation.
And also the theme is a bit different. In some sense, I guess it's still about drugs, but it's another way of interpreting it and what it does, right? So in that sense, it's pretty good. And like you say, Metro doesn't miss. Like these are just
Metro don't miss.
It's fucking just good.
Sick. Yep.
All
right.
I had one line. There was one line in here that I really liked.
Oh yeah.
Which one? Where does it go? Oh yeah, this was about because he was obviously married, I guess, or is still married.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
No,
to Ciara, right?
No. It's I think it's his ex-wife.
Yeah, okay, could be. But
at this point, his ex-wife.
It could be. But at this point, they were married, I guess. And he just.
I don't think so. I think when
was it also
came out, I think
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty sure.
He just says, spent a couple mil on my bitch last year. I just put a new whip in the E-Way. And I was like, the E-Way? What the fuck?
What's the E-Way?
What is the E-Way?
What is the E-Way?
That is an expressway, apparently. And I was like, so it's just a freeway. Like, what's the difference here?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But it sounds nice in there. Like, it's pretty good. But E-Way, I was like, the fuck is an E-Way?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, pretty good.
Yep.
We move then on to Slave Master.
All right. I thought, like, this is what I wrote down, right? I thought for a second this would be like a serious song about like racial issues.
Yes.
but then 5 seconds in, I'm like, wait a second, we're talking about fucking Future here. This is about a new car.
Damn it, he got me again. Yeah, I know.
That was funny. Yeah, that's fucking funny.
I mean, to be honest, it would be kind of cool if he went out and actually did a very conscious album.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I mean, there's one song on the deluxe version that like almost is there.
Yeah.
Which like if you did that with like Slave Master and it tackled some of the racial struggles he went through or something.
Yeah,
that would have been like okay, for sure. Future, I see you
for sure. I mean, with that said, it is I do understand the reference here. He's obviously talking about new whip cars, right? But he's the slave master, so he's But I think it's kind of out of place. Like at this point, the racial stuff in the America was kind of overflowing. No. But it was building up. That's like right before it burned.
Oh, right.
George. No.
It was
the guy that got killed. Someone else. The young boy that got shot. I forget what it's called. Sorry, we don't. Yes, we're obviously from Europe. Put it down below.
Is it Trayvon Martin?
Trayvon Martin. Yes, Trayvon Martin. Exactly. So I don't understand why he chose this reference, because it seems kind of out of place since he is himself of African descent and obviously has a history, I guess, to some extent with slavery. So in that sense, I was kind of okay. That's a weird spin to put on it. But then again, who am I to judge? It's not my history. I just found it peculiar. That was the way, because you could use whip as in whip, like Indiana Jones or whatever. You could have done any guy that like has a whip. Yeah. And so slave master is kind of.
It is. I mean, it does grab attention. Like
it does like for sure. For sure. I agree.
Yeah. Also, the ASAP Yams
sample.
Not shout out, but tribute.
Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah, I guess what would you call that? What is it?
I would say tribute because he died at
but is it tribute? Is it just a shout out? I don't know.
I mean, it would be a shout out if he was still alive. No,
I guess I don't know. Yeah. By the way, is there a sample in there? Because I think it's a sample of some sort.
I don't know. I
in
really
the chorus,
don't know.
but yeah, I don't know. All in all, it's a pretty solid track.
I do like it. Yeah, I do like it.
But
I feel like you know what I feel like some of the beats have, and it's mostly the beats by Metro.
Yeah.
Is they're very. It's hard to describe, but it's like almost ethereal or lucid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's like there's this sound, there's this bass in the front, but there's like this like woozy sound in the background.
It feels very spatial, very
yeah. Which makes sense because it's a fucking album about lean.
Yes,
but
yeah. It also I think, and I'm gonna say this prefacing that I know they're about to release another album. In a second, Metro and Future. They're literally.
Really?
Yeah. It's all over the hip hop news. Metro says it's the most important album, the ultimate album they've made, and but it feels like Metro moved on to bigger and better things in some sense, like evolved a lot, has made a lot of different type beats.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like Future's still stuck in that same lane, right? He's not really moving away, straying away from that.
Because back here, I feel like Metro had its style, and that was this.
Yeah,
like the spider sounds, like the hard 808s, you know, just in your face, very Future 21 Savage type shit.
Yeah.
Now you look at Heroes and Villains. It's a fucking produced masterpiece. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's Kanye level producing, like with the samples and like the
I agree.
transitions, beat switches, amazing.
Exactly.
So big ups, fucking Metro, man. Jesus.
Just in general, like putting yourself up to the task of moving your style that far from where it started is a lot, and it's only a very few select people that do that. Like you say, Kanye. Dr. Dre has obviously evolved over the time, but
Dr. Dre,
it takes a lot. So I'm actually excited to see what that new album will bring, because
the same with the Metro and Jid album. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Now,
like that's my most anticipated album for like the next. I don't know when it's coming out. I hope this year, but
it must come out this year.
I'm so hyped. Has to be. Come on, please. I need it.
With that, we move on to Blow Her Back.
I love this song.
I knew you would.
It's so simple. It's so simple, but I fucking love it. I'm blowing back today. I'm whatever it is. It's great. It's fucking great.
Obviously it's about weed, also about money.
Yeah.
You know.
The one thing that I picked out was like Black China. I thought at this point she was still with Tyga, no? Or if not with Tyga, with Rob Kardashian, no?
Black China.
Black China, yeah.
Is that not another? It's not the same, is it?
It's like an Amber Rose type of.
Yeah,
bitch.
I understand. I know who she is. Oh, but I don't know the timeline. But
yeah, neither. But he's like something like China fucking on me or something.
Yeah. He hooked up with China, like whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I thought at this point she was still together with Tyga or something.
And obviously
it's so fucking funny how I know this too. It's my girlfriend has been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians the last few months. So like I just see Tyga and Kylie and Black China just constantly on the fucking screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, get it out of my face, man. I'm tired of it.
I think she had a child with Rob Kardashian because I remember
and with Tyga,
yes.
Yeah.
So
called King.
Knows?
Again.
King.
I know it. Yes.
So honestly, though, Kim Kardashian's children are called North and Saint and whatnot. So
I know. And Chicago.
Oh, yeah, Chicago. Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, Kanye probably called his kid Chicago, which makes
probably. I will say, I don't enjoy Blow Her Back as much. I think that's a very repetitive track.
I could fully get that. Yes.
So I mean, it's not. I don't hate it. Just as like a kind of meh for me. But yeah, do you have any other thoughts? Should we move on?
No. Just let's move on.
To Colossal. This is dope.
Fucking dope.
What a beat.
Beethoven did this beat.
Yes.
It's not Metro actually. It's Zaytoven on this one.
Yep.
Fucking dope, man. I also love how he flows on this actually.
Yes, it's very different. Way different.
This is actually like a fast, lovely, nice fast flow on this one, which is actually great.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he sounds hungry, like it's kind of portrayed in the song as well. How he's hungry and because he's from the streets, like he will do anything to get the money. Like he sounds hungry in this track. Like he wants to like which great song. Fucking great.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually love this song.
It's about his rise, right? It's about how he wants to become Colossal. He wants to have all the fancy things. So I agree, it's very good. And I also think it's nice to get a break from Metro, honestly, at this point, because this beat is very, very different. It starts off piano driven, and it evolves into more of a I don't know, synth based is probably not the right word, but it's a more,
I don't know. I get what you mean.
It's a very different style of beat, and it works really well. So good on both of them. And like you said, I agree. He sounds more hungry in this one. I agree.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
With that,
not much to say about it though. But
we move on to a very famous track of the list. Rich Sex. Now let's start off with this. Do you think the track lives up to the hype? Because this was for a long time a very hyped track, and then now it's a meme, obviously, as well.
I think it's dope. I think it's cool. It's a dope track. And the thing I put down was like, he wants all the vices he can get with being rich, including, but isn't limited to, rollies, diamonds, chains, private jets, and don't forget it, sex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. I think it's a cool track.
I think it's very funny track. Like he's obviously just having fun with this, right? The way he says, "I'm gonna keep the Audemars on." It's like he's giving the watch on and stuff.
It's that that's a watch, right?
Yes, that's a very expensive watch.
What is it called? Audemars
Piguet. Audemars Piguet. Yes.
Yeah.
Very expensive. Makes really nice watches. But it's a lot of fun listening to him say that. Also,
that's one thing. If I have money, like that's one thing I would love to get. It's just a
nice watch.
Like a nice watch. Like I've never really owned a watch like at all. So nor am I really like invested into anything like it. But I've seen like what's the guy? I think he's Dutch actually.
Nico.
Nico, yes. Yes. And it's like so, but then again, like I feel like I need to get more like stuff. You know what I mean? Like to not more stuff, but like to like present myself a bit better, because I never wear jewelry or like a watch
I actually
or anything
think
like that.
That's why watches are so cool, because a watch can stand on its own and you can dress it up with a bracelet, or it can be left alone, but then it needs to be a cool watch in itself, and that's why I feel like it doesn't have to be like $100,000 rollie. No. But you could get some
just
really
a few
cool
$100
watches
for like
really nice watch that's mechanically like it winds when not just
will never run out.
Yeah, exactly, that stuff. Yes, I agree. And obviously the dream is to have a rollie or a nice AP or Patek. Yes. Pateks are fucking insane. Dream watch.
I know.
Like I love watches, and I love Nico. He's obviously only Dutch by
Nico van der Horst.
Yes, but he's obviously from Belfast more than he's from the Netherlands at this point. But
he has such a funny accent.
He is very funny.
I can hear the Dutch in it, but that's definitely the Belfast as well. It's so funny.
For people who don't know, he has the YouTube channel. He became very famous for reacting to people's watches. Owns a very famous watch shop called Pride and Pinion.
Yeah.
Now that was a tangent. Anyways,
sorry.
Good track. I agree. I don't think it lives up to the hype, because people present this as like peak Future, and for me, the same peak Future. I feel it's pretty good, but I think it's, as with all things that are overplayed,
there's one Future song for me that stands above anything.
Mask Off.
Yeah. Fuck yes. And then, but then, especially the Kendrick remix.
I think the sad part about that track is that it became the anti-vaxxer, like
really.
Yes, people use that in anti-vax.
I didn't even pick that up.
No,
but I could get it. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I love that song. What a great song.
That beat is mental. No, anyways.
Sorry. We can go on.
I don't know. We move on to Blood on the Money.
Yeah. Another great song for me. This is a fucking great song.
Yeah, this is what you mean. This is the more realistic track.
Ethereal.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yes. That's one more.
Exactly.
That's one more.
Oh, I thought that was the one you meant. Yeah.
This is also exactly one of the... Like, I feel like this for him is kind of a very personal track in the way that he, again, grew up without anything. You know, he's probably from the would you call it a ghetto? I
would guess like so. Yeah.
From a worse part of town.
Yeah.
So money from him, it doesn't matter where it comes from. It's money.
Yeah.
You know, like bloody or not, money is money. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter. I actually wrote down too. It actually feels like the song has some heart to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about that. It's the dirty money. It's also obviously there's the question of how did the blood get there. It's like when you're from where he's from, you want to do whatever it takes to get the money, right? It's not just that. Okay, it could be dirty money. You could have said the mud on the money, or whatever. But blood is exactly what it is, right? You have to go through stuff to get that, and that's not always nice. Yes. But you need the money to survive, and so you do what you need to do. So yes,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And this is the end of the official album as it came out.
Yes.
Then we come to the deluxe version. A lot of these tracks from here on have featured on other projects before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so for some, it's a re-listen. It starts out with Trap Fellas, Trap N-words.
Sure. Let's leave it at that. This, again, is just a classic Future beat, no? Exactly. It's just such a classic Future song again. Like... but I do also kind of feel like this one has kind of a message to it in the sense of like it doesn't matter what you do to get the bread, get the bag, you know.
Yep.
Like it doesn't matter what you do.
It's about getting out from where you are, right? Like it's
like by all means, like it doesn't matter if you have to be like selling drugs, being a prostitute. It doesn't matter. Like get the money so you can get a better life for yourself or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much work 9 to 5 and do whatever it takes to get out there and actually put, you know. So, I agree. Yeah. And also, I feel like, I don't know, but this is obviously was featured on a mixtape before. So I feel like this could be like the prototype where they go, this is actually...
we're on to something here.
Yes. And it has very much that raw feel of, okay, we hit the... You know, it's not produced by Metro, but it's produced by Southside, which is obviously the same. Yes. Same crew, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
So, but yes, and the funny thing is, in general, I like a lot of the tracks on the deluxe part way better than the.
Oh no, I could get that. Yeah, I could see that.
Now, then we move on to Percocet and Stripper Joint.
That's actually only one note I put down on this song.
Yeah,
is that man's really addicted to drugs? Oh,
yes.
Like Jesus, it just goes. If he doesn't have lean, he'll go to perks. If he doesn't have perks, he'll go to acid. Like it doesn't fucking matter.
It's mental. It's actually mental because it feels real. It's not. You know when you listen to like
he sounds like he's on it too. Yes. So it's just
when you listen to like 6ix9ine or Lil Pump or whatever, like that talks about lean and whatnot. It's like, okay, but are you really though? Is that really? But then you listen to Future and you're like, okay, yep, I believe you. Yeah, seems about right.
I believe him. Yeah.
For me though, this is it's very nice. The beat is like more old school inspired. I wrote down. It seems like it's closer to traditional rap beats. The horns in the middle are really nice. Works really well.
Yeah.
But and then obviously like you say, the theme is just about he needs whatever drugs he can get, and he'll take them with whoever wants them. Pretty much. Oh, the stripper wants some drugs? Sure, why not? Sure. Go ahead. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Then we move on to the most confusing track of all, Real Sisters.
I don't like this track. This is the one track that I don't like.
I agree. I wrote down track that I don't so like. Bad. It's
The chimes in the beginning is funny, but then the beat just is not good.
First of all, the beat seems very mediocre, almost not finished in some sense. It just seems...
I don't know.
And then
that's like
the goddamn
it's the one song on the album that I don't like. Like
I
that
agree.
I will definitely
I agree.
Like that I'll actively skip.
There's probably I agree. And that's if you put it that like that, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But man, the theme of this song is just so like why. Like why?
Yeah.
Who cares? Yep. Like they didn't ask. Ratio and all that good stuff. You know.
Didn't ask.
Yeah, didn't ask, mate. Like I don't. Because the thing is, in like some of the tracks, he's like, it's so easy for me to get sex. I can have all the sex I want.
Yeah.
Then why? If you're that, like, what the fuck? What is this? What do you care if they're sisters or not? What do you mean? Of course you do. Yeah. Anyways, okay, moving on. Yeah. Know the meaning?
We move.
Much more sad beat.
It's fucking funny. I wrote down a goddamn slow, sad trap song. Yeah. I have heard it all.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Do you know the reason behind this track? Did you read up on it? No. When you listen, man, this is crazy. So, you want to know why this is a sad song? It's because.
Oh wait, I did. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I did. It's like someone got caught in marijuana with Dubai.
DJ Esco, who is a very close friend of Future, who's like been with him from day one, has hosted.
He got locked up for 50 days or something.
56 days.
Oh, boo-hoo!
It's like, what am I listening to, man?
It's funny.
The guy is literally on drugs, apparently doing stuff that makes blood come onto the bunny, like bloody money. Yeah. And this is what he makes the sad song about. Oh man, it's too much. I can't.
No, it's the same with like
what's going on here.
The slave master. This could have been a perfect future type, like
conscious future.
Take notes, future. We're giving you the key to success here.
Exactly, man.
Use this beat. Go back to slave master. Make it about your history with police brutality or your oppression as a black man.
Yeah.
And people will be like, "God damn, Future, we didn't expect this from you, but." Yeah. Goddamn, beautiful message. Good job.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's just wild.
You're making the most heartfelt song you've ever made about someone who spent time in jail for 50 days. Come on.
Dubai, and let's be real, in Dubai, it's probably not the worst place.
Yeah.
But anyways, then obviously we move on to the next and last actual track on the project.
Banger,
the most iconic track on the album. Up some commas.
Fucking dope.
What a track.
I mean,
what a fucking track.
It doesn't say anything, but Jesus, what a track.
No, but this is just a hype track, right? It literally the peak. This is peak Future, right? This is exactly what it's about.
Yes.
He has a lot of money. He is stoned out of his mind.
He will
just spend a lot of money, and it doesn't mean anything because he's gonna get more because he's Future.
He's him.
He's that guy. He's him. Yeah. He's that guy. Yes. Yep. It's just such a nice track, and what a fucking production as well. It's just good. It's just all around so good, so good. Then the last track, or
semi
track. I don't know.
Sort of track.
What do we call it? It's like a compilation or something.
I feel like it's sort of like a documentary, even.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like it's a DJ Academics. That does the interview. It sounds like him.
Yeah, it's Academics does the interview. Yes, I don't know if he's done the rest of it. Yeah, it's a 26-minute sort of interpolation of songs and also some interviews and Future's own
I froze.
Poet. Oh, you froze again.
God damn it.
Anyways,
mandatory at this point. No, okay, there we go.
You're back again. There we go.
Yeah. Now, it's just mandatory at this point to have one freezer video or something.
So annoying. But yes, it's a very cool track. It's not something you would listen to more than once, but it's a cool way of trying to bring something extra to.
Is.
Are you gonna listen?
What do you mean?
Are you gonna listen?
I have it in my playlist. Hell yeah.
The 26-minute track.
Fuck! I thought. I don't know why. I just thought we were still talking about fuck up Sugamas.
Okay. But listen, I actually think it's a very cool idea with the 26-minute like.
Same.
But Spotify exclusive apparently, but it's
but do this separately and do like a YouTube thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yes, I agree.
It's like this shouldn't be on the album. This should be a separate thing.
Yes, that I agree with. But it is pretty cool to have an insight in his mind. It's pretty
cool. Yeah.
Now, if only Kendrick did something like this, because it doesn't really say a lot in this. Man,
that would help a lot. That would help a lot.
Yeah. Now, that is the end of the album.
Yeah.
18 solid tracks, thoughts? I think, something like that.
What are your final thoughts, my man?
My final thoughts is this is exactly what I thought it would be. It's a well-produced album. It I think it's in some sense I understand why it's so like legendary or iconic, loved. Yes. And I can see why it has inspired a lot of rappers. It's a style that is very, very prevalent still, right? I will also say this will never be something I put on as a full album again, ever.
Yeah.
I will put on tracks. I will put tracks on, like Fuck Up Some Commas and other like tracks. Rich Sex is a funny track. But as a whole project, I think this is the last time I listened to it end to end. How about you?
I can agree with that. Like that's a statement I can agree with. Although I will put 2/3 of the album in my playlist, probably. I have probably in my playlist. Because God, I love these tracks. Like for me, again, this is kind of what I started off with.
Yep.
When I got into rap music. You consider this rap music. Like trap is a subgenre, I guess, of rap. But this is like one of the first few things that I listened to. So this will always be like something that's close to my heart, and I will fucking vibe to the day I die. I just like as an 80-year-old man, I'll just be like, "Where was it going?"
in the old people's home. Yo!
Hey, Abraham,
put on some of that Future.
No, at that point it will be the past, but
true.
Yeah. No, I love this album. I think it's great. And that's why I think that's a perfect segue. That's why I will give it a nice Fantana rating out of 10, an 8 out of 10.
Oh, I thought you would go higher actually. Surprising.
No. An 8 out of 10.
I get that. That makes sense.
I mean, there's some songs like fucking Real Sisters. That's just like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Like, bruh. But like fucking great trap album. Legendary. 8 out of 10.
For me, I debated on how I should view it, because if I view it up against Kendrick, obviously I wouldn't put it anywhere near.
No, standalone.
But as just an enjoyment,
take it as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Take
it's
it
just
as it
for
is.
straight enjoyment. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay,
there's a lot of good tracks. There's also, like you say, some tracks where you go,
what the fuck? Yeah.
But the production is really good, and
stellar.
You, even if I don't enjoy all of the tracks as much, I can understand the chemistry between them. They obviously have something going for them. And I understand why it's so popular and so loved as it is. So that makes sense. Now then, the top 3 tracks, my good sirs.
Top 3. Shall I go first? Do you want to go first?
I'll go first then.
All right.
So it wasn't that hard for me on this one, because for once I actually feel like the popular tracks are also the popular ones for a reason.
Okay.
With one exception. Ooh. On number 3, on spot 3, I have Where Ya At with Drake.
Solid. Drake, Missy
Drizzy Drake.
Solid.
I've obviously heard that track before, but it aged better than I thought it would. And like I say, it's a good Drake feature. He sounds hungry.
Yes.
Future's in his pocket. And it's a solid beat. Now, number 2 is I Serve the Bass. I love that beat. It's insane. The hype track, very, very good. But number 1 had to be Fuck Up Some Commas. It's just it is what it is. It's an insanely well done track. It's an iconic track.
Yes.
There we go. So yes.
Okay.
How about you?
So for me, number 3 will actually be A Blood on the Money.
Interesting.
I actually really enjoyed that track. Like, I didn't listen to it that much before, but I actually really enjoyed it. I think it's a song where Future actually put a bit of heart in it, and you can hear it. So, number 3 for me. Number 2, Bungs Gummers. It's such a fucking banger, man. But the biggest banger for me on this album by far is I Serve the Bass.
Yeah,
like good lord, man. Like fucking good lord, it's so hard.
Yes, it is.
Like that production is so insane. Like you wouldn't expect it from Metro, but it's
for sure.
It goes so hard.
Yeah.
Like this distorted like whatever it is.
Yes,
it's
I don't
so
know. Yeah.
Cool. It's so cool.
I think that marks the first on this podcast where we actually have 2 of the 3 songs the same ones.
There's been some.
We had okay.
Yeah,
I feel this. Was...
I think 50 Cent we've had.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, there's definitely been somewhere none of them matched, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes. So you have any closing thoughts? Any last words of wisdom?
I hope that the new album will be like just as polished as production wise as this one is. Yeah, we'll see. We'll wait and see.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, with that, good sirs, cheerios.
It's time for a refill, and it's time for the last refill of the evening. Time for the last call.
Yes, sir.
All right, people, you know what fucking time it is. It's time for the last call. Last orders of your final dirty Sprite, please. Get ready to fuck some bitches and Gucci flip-flops because the bar is closing soon. Anyway, before I give you the question of the week, I got some comments I wanted to shout out.
Yes,
now I haven't done this in a few weeks. I am so sorry. I literally forgot. So I brought 2 this episode to make up for it. All right?
That's
sorry.
Good. Solid.
So comment number 1 was on our 30 days, 30 goated songs for Money Trees. Where Jake McGrath says 30 of these could just be from Kendrick alone.
Oh, it's so true.
Which
so
fucking,
true.
fucking
you, good sirs.
So true.
So true.
Fucking yes, sir. Fucking true. It also, like, by the way, that video is at 1.2 million views, people.
Yeah,
what the actual fuck?
Good job.
What happened? That's like 400 comments on it. It's absolutely nuts.
As the good old Lil Wayne goes, a milli, and we applaud it.
Yep. Then number 2 will be from YouTube, actually. From Hit 'Em Up 30 Days. Eric Alvarado says, Biggie made better music. Pac was a drama queen.
Ooh, spicy take here.
And that sparked a lot of interaction in the comments, actually, which was fucking fun to read. So actually, this is not the question of the week, but I have a little question for you.
Yes,
We got Biggie or Pac? Who you got?
Oh, the classic one. Okay. I have always loved Pac more, Tupac, because of his more explosive style. Also because one of my favorite tracks of all time is California Love, which we obviously put in the goated, and that track is unbelievable, as we say. So
it deserves to be in the goated list.
Yes, but
for sure.
I will say it's a very hard debate, and I think both of them should be on the Mount Rushmore of rap, probably.
Yep.
Or close to it.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry, this agree. My bad. I actually prefer Biggie. Not that I like one is better than the other necessarily, but for me it's just like, man, Biggie's voice and delivery is so silky smooth.
Yeah.
It's just like it like anytime I hear Biggie, it's just like, damn. Like
it's as with everything else subjective, right? It's like the Jordan LeBron debate, who's better. I understand in some sense.
I'm not ready to jump into basketball GOAT debates.
But I think in the Pac Biggie, it's pretty. There's a small enough difference that you can't be mad at anybody for choosing any of them.
No, for sure. Yeah, but that was funny. So thank you everyone for commenting. Keep on going. We love it.
Yes.
So now on to the last call question of the day, which I kind of gave you a little heads up for it, since it's kind of let's say future inspired.
Yes.
As it's kind of let's say a whole like. Yeah. Okay. So hear me out on this.
Okay.
So obviously, both of us have been in, and you even longer, have been in some really long term relationships.
Yes.
At this point. So our single lives have been behind us for a while now.
Yeah.
But put yourself in a single mindset for this one.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
You get a text from a one-night stand.
Yeah.
That says, I'm pregnant. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Would you rather get a text from a one-night stand that says, I'm pregnant and I'm keeping it, or I have an incurable STD.
Aha. What is this? What is this?
And as we say, I am putting you between the rock and the hard place in this one.
Yes.
Yep.
What do you want, the plague or
the bubonic plague?
That's kind of it, right? Like, I don't know. You could look at it this way and go, well, if you get that text, there's a chance you haven't got the STD. Like, let's say AIDS, for instance, HIV.
True.
Actually, you can have sex multiple times and not get it. Don't have unprotected sex if you have HIV, but you know what I mean.
Please don't.
But on the other hand, you could also say, well, you could at least reason with the one night stand and go, well, I'm not ready to be a father, and so I feel bad for the child that it had to grow up without a father, right?
Okay, let's put it like this. She does not want to reason with you. You text her back. You're like, listen, to be honest, I am 21.
I'm not about that.
I'm not financially nor mentally ready to have a child. And she's like, nah, big man, you chose this.
And she just nutted
it. You nutted it, me. You're gonna face the consequence. You're gonna pay me.
She just goes, didn't ask. So
didn't ask.
Well, I think I would go with the child anyway. Yeah.
Fucking same. I ain't having a fucking incurable STD.
No,
like, what do you mean, man?
But at the same time, I would also, the issue with that is, and in general, if you spring stuff like that on people, it is, it breaks everything forever, right? So if that one night stand wanted to have a good relationship with you, that's not the way to do it. No. But anyways, What a twisted question, my guy. What the fuck is this?
Sorry, man. I saw it. I was like, God damn. Yes.
Hey, unbelievable.
No, but it's just what. I mean, listen. To be honest, on one hand, I feel like a 21-year-old getting that type of. Let's say you're 21 and you haven't done anything in your life. You're just fucking about, and you're like, you're still living in your mama's basement or your mama's attic, playing games all day, like, and all of a sudden, you get that. You have to grow up.
Yeah.
You have to get you have to put that work in. You have to
Yep. True.
Make end means because it's your baby. You gotta face your consequences. You gotta man up.
But I think that's the way you and I would look at it. But I unfortunately think a lot of people would not. A lot of people would just go, well, sounds like a whole lot of you problem. Bye.
I don't think, is that possible? Like, no, right? That would not hold up in court, does it?
In Europe, at least, you have to pay child support, of course.
Yes.
But there's nothing that says that you have to have any contact with the child.
Oh, no. But still, like, you have nothing going on in your life. You will need a job because there's no fucking way you're ever moving out if you have to pay, like, what? What is child support nowadays? I hear some ridiculous numbers nowadays.
I think it's in Denmark, at least, I think it depends on the salary as well.
Oh, okay. Because in America, it doesn't fucking matter. You hear people having to pay like what, 20K a month? Like, what's happening with that baby? Yeah, exactly. Like, what type of golden diapers?
Exactly. I only use Egyptian cotton sheets with a thread count of 850, or else his butt gets red. So I cannot.
I need 24 karat. Like, what's the thing they put in their mouth? What's that called?
What? Oh, it's still the spoon. A spoon, or what do you mean? The
no,
pacifier.
No. Like the
pacifier. Pacifier, pacifier.
Okay, yeah. Like, what the fuck, man?
He's allergic to plastic, so I've only.
Rubber. No, it's a no-go.
Turns out he can only eat sushi, and so I have to. Oh, that stuff.
Yep. But not any store-bought sushi. No.
It has to be
some real Japanese, ready-made at the second.
Exactly.
Solid sushi.
And so I've had to hire a sushi master at home. So it's ridiculous.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, that's a good time to end.
Well,
that's a good time to
end. With that, good Cheerios. There you go. You're kind of back.
Yep. People. Yes, sir. Here we go. Don't walk out on us. Walk out with us to the after hours, where we have a looser conversation about whatever the fuck we please. It really doesn't matter. Anyway, people, thank you so much for the support lately. It's been fucking great looking at all these numbers. It's actually mad. So keep it up.
Keep it up.
If you see that red button, like right there, click it. It doesn't it takes you 1 second and it will give us a million seconds of happiness. Yeah. So just do it. Also like and comment, because obviously I won't forget from now on to upload a comment or shout out a comment every single week. And look forward to some spicy new content coming soon. Hint, hint. So yeah, thank you people for watching, and we'll see you in the after hours.
Cheerios.